Hi guys, Ada here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I am so excited to be sharing with you guys this awesome project that I worked with. I had so much fun creating these treat bags, and along with Mommy Lhey's beautiful images, it just turned out so wonderful. Now, I did use her digital kit. It's called the Kawaii Halloween digital kit. You will find it on her website. Go to mommyleysdesigns.com and you will find it in her digital store. Now, I will show you all the supplies that you will need. Just hold on tight. All right, guys, these are your basic supplies that you're going to need for this project today. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need some type of glue. I prefer the planner glue pen. This works out so well. I really like it. It's got a great bond to it. And you could really work with this too once it's glued. You could also use your basic glue stick. That's quite all right. That'll help. And you're going to need a bone fold. You're going to need to print out the digital stamp set. It's the black and white stamp set, or you can print out also the colored one. It's up to you. I like coloring. If you don't have anything to color, she also has the coloring version in her kit. So once it's printed up, this is a 2x3 image. It's actually called the wallet size image. A lot of printers have the same settings, so you're going to be able to print this out and work with it just fine. Once you color it, you're gonna fussy cut and just leave like a little white trim around the image, more of a white border, and it's got enough space for you to work around with, so you guys are gonna have so much fun playing with these images. I also printed up full-size sheets here. These are also part of the digital kit. These are on cardstock, and so is this. This is on a 80-pound white cardstock. And you're going to need some vellum sheets. The bags are actually made out of vellum sheets, so I just love how it works. And it's so, once you're making the treat bags, it's so easy to work with too, and it's easy and manageable when you're making the fold. So that's about it, guys, and I can't wait. Okay, guys, so now I am working with the vellum sheet that I printed on, and I'm just trimming off the edges. There's like a very small white border on here, and I just don't need that. I don't like to show the white border, so I just trimmed off those, the two sides and the very top, and I left the bottom one. And the only reason why I left the bottom one is just so I could see what's the top and what's the bottom, and this is where I want to make sure I have this image facing the right way up. Okay, so once you have your sheet cut up the size that you want, you obviously want to make sure this is a rectangular size. I know, tough words to pronounce. Okay, you're going to turn it upside down or turn it the other way around. That's the image that we want. We're going to turn it around. And what you want to do is, so I am using my grid here. I'd like to make sure I have my dimensions correctly. I have the sheet facing upside down. That's the right way, and this is not. This is going to be the inside of the bag. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your, what you can see is my left hand, the left side, and you're going to fold it over, and you want to leave 1 inch on the end. Okay. You're gonna fold that down. Just use your hand right now. You don't need your bone fold. And if you can see on my grid here, it is exactly 1 inch. All right. Now, once that's folded in, you're gonna fold this in. And you want to make sure you bring it as close to the edge as possible. Fold that down there. Okay. Okay, then you're gonna bring it up. Bring it open and open that flap up. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut the ends right here. You're going to start from the fold and you're going to cut out. Same with this one. Okay. You could start from the end and go to the fold. That's not a problem. Okay. So that's what it's gonna look like there. Put glue on this edge right here. And I'm going to use my glue pen. Okay, hold that down. like putting too much glue on there because then it just gets really messy. And this is probably the best glue I can find. Now then you're just gonna close that up and try to get it to the very edge as possible. The reason why I like using this glue is because you can reposition the paper. It's easy to glide over while the glue is still wet. And there you go. And you're gonna flatten that out. Now before we continue, we're gonna wait until this is dried. I'll be right back. Okay, I zoomed in now. Now that it's all dry, you're going to work on the bottom edge. So that's why I made sure I left this little white border here because I needed to know what the bottom part was gonna be. Okay, now on the bottom, you're going to fold up about exactly 2 inches from the bottom, okay? So I have the 2-inch mark right here, and we're just gonna fold that over till you meet the 2-inch requirement. That's a big word for me, I know. Okay, so very simple. Now once that's folded down, you are going to take the top corner here and you're going to fold it right down. Alright, try to get it as close to the edge as possible. Fold that down with your finger and you're going to do the same thing to the other side. Fold that down. And all you're doing right now is using your fingers to fold down. You don't need your bone fold yet. Once that is folded, you're gonna open this up and you're gonna open the flap up here like so. And you're gonna bring in these side corners, which is almost looks like a triangle there. Okay. Now you're gonna take the bottom flap and you're gonna fold it past this line here. Doesn't matter the amount, just as long as it's past the halfway mark. Fold it down with your fingers and you're gonna do the same with this top flat. You're gonna fold it right over, make sure it's past the halfway mark, and fold that down as well. And you're just using your fingers right now. Now, we're gonna have another place to glue. So we're gonna open this up and we're gonna put glue on this tab or down on this one. It doesn't matter, just as long as you have glue in the important part. Look, I was just about to use this backwards. That wasn't gonna be very helpful. Okay, so I'm putting glue there. And then we're gonna close up the flap and just rub that down until it's securely glued. And we're gonna wait another minute until this dries. I don't like to work with these when they're still wet because it's still possible for it to move. So we're just gonna wait for a second and let that dry. Okay, once it's all dried, you're going to fold in the sides of the bag now. I went ahead and did it off camera, but I just want to show you real quick. It's very simple. All you want to do is take this corner here, fold it over till it meets this corner edge, and fold it down. And this is where the bone fold is going to come in. You want to make sure that this edge is completely straight. I'm going to turn it around, and you're going to do the same. You want this corner to meet that corner there. Fold that over, and I've got my bone fold, and we're gonna fold that down really well. Okay, now I did want to show you a little, I guess a little extra to your bag that you can do. I created this like, oh God, what is this called? Like little edge, ragged edge. I use a die for this. Now I'm gonna show you real quick how I did it. You guys don't need to have a die. You could just basically take your scissors, cut like a little scallop edge, a little wave, whatever it is that you do to your top bag. Now's the time to do it because you wanna make sure that it is even. Well, you don't have to, but I'm kind of detailed about these little things. So hold on tight. Okay, so this here is the die that I'm using. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your bag, and this is my Sizzix Big Shot, and you're just gonna line up, let's see, how do I want to do this? line up the die to the very top of your bag. I have a little piece of washi here to help it stay in place. All right, we're gonna run it through the machine. And that should do it. Pick that up. And there's my adorable edge. Very, very cute. All right. Again, this is just optional. You don't need to do that if you don't have the tools. Okay, so now that you trimmed off whatever decorative edge you have, you open up your bag. And you're gonna open up this flap right there. And you're gonna put your hand inside to open the paper bag. Make sure that's flat, and you're gonna tuck in the edges right there. Make sure you work with your hand inside to kind of play around with this. Now, once you have that open, you're going to follow the score line. So you're gonna tuck this piece in. Okay, follow along the score line. Sorry guys, I don't know if I got off the camera there. Use your fingers, tuck that in. And you're gonna do that to the other side. Use your hands, kind of play with it. You have to be really patient. This paper just makes it so easy to develop. Okay, so then you're gonna fold that in. That's all set, and this is starting to look like the treat bag. I'm so excited. There you go. There's the bag. Fold the sides in again, and you can fold this down. I folded this down about, I'd say about a good 2 inches. And voila, there's your bag, guys. So now next we're gonna be working on this cute little decorative topper to the bag. So what I did was I basically cut out an image, I fussy cut this, and I colored it. I also fussy cut the Happy Halloween sentiment there. Now in this bag, I did something a little bit different. I did the same thing, I cut out the image and I colored it, and I used a punch. Now this I did use Photoshop just to make it bigger so I have more space to round out a punch there, and it works fine. But like I said, if you don't have Photoshop and if you don't have a punch, this will work out as well too for you. All right, so we're gonna get started on this here. Okay, I'm using my paper trimmer, and I am going to cut off about 1/4 of an inch size for this paper, this trim that we're going to be working on. All right, and I trimmed off the white border. I don't need that white border there, so I just trimmed that off. We're finding 1/4 of an inch there. Okay. All right, and there's your little strip. And what you're gonna do with this strip is you're gonna wrap it around the bag. Okay, and you're basically just gonna score it so you know where you're gonna glue it. So that's the score. I can remove it. So this is the important part. That's the measurement of the bag. And you're just going to trim off the edge that you're not gonna be using. Trim that off. And this is gonna be the back of the card. Or I'm sorry, the back of the bag. The back of the treat bag. Trim that off. And you're gonna use glue and glue that down. Okay, make sure that's straight. And you're gonna give it a minute or two until that is completely dried. And I went ahead and I cut out and print or colored this cute little image, this little foxy girl. She's so adorable. And I punched a sentiment. I punched the sentiment. It says Happy Halloween. And instead of putting glue on here, I'm gonna place glue on there first, on the strip, because we don't want to put too much excess glue. So we're just gonna eyeball it and kind of center her in there. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue. Now this glue I highly recommend. It is a very good glue. It's very strong bond once it's dried, and I love it. Okay, so we're gluing her down. We're gonna turn it around. And I am going to glue down the sentiment the correct way, not upside down. All right, I'm gonna put glue there. Right there. Perfect. Now, of course, I would recommend that you do wait before adding this to your bag. Wait until it's dry, because sometimes the glue will stick to the bag and you don't want to ruin your cute little vellum paper bag. And just slip it in, and this is what's going to help it keep closed, and it's going to add a cute little decoration on top of your treat bag. And so many people are gonna love, oh sorry, so many kids are gonna love getting this bag. I can't hold on to the bag. All right guys, and that's it. I am so happy that you stopped by today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you tried this out. I had so much fun making these treat bags, and I had so much fun making this video for you guys. Thank you again for stopping by. Don't forget to visit Mommy Lhey's website. Go to mommylheysdesign.com, and also don't forget to join her Facebook group. She has awesome freebies there all the time, and I'm pretty sure there's more coming. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. Hope you had fun, and we'll catch you later. Bye.